Taoism, the art of living effortlessly. Taoism is a philosophy traditionally attributed to the ancient Chinese thinker Lao Tzu, although whether he truly existed remains one of history's great mysteries. According to legend, Lao Tzu lived during the 5th or 6th century BCE, around the same time as Confucius. He is said to have worked as a scholar and keeper of the royal archives, a position that gave him access to vast knowledge of history, rituals, and ancient wisdom. Lao Tzu is believed to be the author of the Tao Te Ching, one of the most influential philosophical texts ever written, and the foundation of Taoism itself. Yet despite its enormous impact, the Tao Te Ching opens with a paradox that defines the entire philosophy. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. From the very first line, Taoism reminds us of something profound: truth cannot be fully captured by words. Language can point the way, but it can never replace direct experience. The Tao can be taught, but only in the sense that it must be lived, not merely discussed. Words are second-hand knowledge. True understanding comes only through practice. The legend of Lao Tzu. According to ancient legend, when Lao Tzu sensed that his life was nearing its end, he decided to leave society behind. As he journeyed westward, seeking solitude, a gatekeeper recognized his wisdom and begged him to write down his teachings for future generations. Reluctantly, Lao Tzu agreed, and what he left behind was the Tao Te Ching, a short but infinitely deep guide to life, harmony, and existence. At the heart of his philosophy are two central ideas: the Tao, meaning the way; Wu Wei, meaning effortless action or action through non-forcing. Understanding the Tao, the way of nature. The Tao is not a god, not a rulebook, and not a moral law. The Tao is the natural order of the universe, the way everything unfolds by itself. It is the rhythm of nature, the flow of water, the rising and setting of the sun, the quiet intelligence behind growth, decay, and transformation. To follow the Tao is to stop fighting life, and instead move with it. The Tao does not command. It does not seek praise. It does not announce itself. Like water, it flows everywhere, left and right, high and low, nurturing all things without asking for recognition. It gives life to plants and animals, sustains the world, and then moves on. Completely indifferent to applause or reward, and most importantly, the Tao is not separate from us. It is not something outside that we must reach. It is the way things already are, including who we are. Wu Wei, the power of effortless action. One of Taoism's most misunderstood ideas is Wu Wei. Wu Wei does not mean doing nothing. It means not forcing. It describes a state of flow, where action arises naturally, without resistance or struggle. Think of a skilled chef slicing meat effortlessly, a woodcutter splitting logs with perfect precision, or an athlete completely absorbed in the moment. They are not trying too hard, they are not overthinking, they are simply in harmony with what they are doing. Wu Wei is what happens when effort disappears, not because nothing is done, but because nothing is forced. Yin and Yang, two ways through chaos. Taoism and Confucianism are the two great currents of Chinese thought, and together they shaped Chinese culture for thousands of years. The legendary meeting between Confucius and Lao Tzu is often described as Yang meeting Yin. Confucius represented the Yang approach: order, discipline, strong government, law and social responsibility. Lao Tzu represented the Yin approach: softness, yielding, natural flow, effortless action. Yin and Yang are not enemies, they are opposites that depend on each other. Light exists because of darkness, movement exists because of stillness, being exists because of non-being. Together, they describe the dynamic balance of nature. The Taoist view of life and nature. In Taoism, the world is not a collection of separate objects, it is a single, interconnected process. Nothing exists on its own. Everything arises together, to be and not to be, yes and no, life and death. These are not opposites, they are part of the same unfolding event. Unlike Western philosophy, which often emphasizes linear cause and effect, Taoism sees reality as mutual arising. Things happen together, not one after another in isolation. This is why Taoist and Zen paintings often show humans within nature, not above it. Humanity is not the ruler of nature, we are part of it. Time, change, and the illusion of continuity. Taoism has a radical view of time. The Tao exists only in this moment. There is no real past. There is no real future. Spring does not become summer. There is first spring, then summer. In the same way, your present self does not become your future self. The person you are now is not the person who will die. We are in a constant state of change, a continuous flow, like a river. The idea of a fixed identity moving through time is an illusion, and yet, this illusion often causes us suffering. We worry about tomorrow, we regret yesterday, and in doing so, we miss what is happening now, the freedom of living in the present. You may be enjoying this moment, but your mind jumps ahead to tomorrow's responsibilities. Suddenly, the present is spoiled. The Taoist solution is simple: live now. Let things be. When we stop resisting life and stop mentally escaping the present, problems lose much of their power. This creates a deep sense of relief, simplicity, contentment, and true wealth. Taoism teaches that we worry too much because we are overly focused on the external world, on achievement, status, and possessions. We compare ourselves constantly. We chase approval. We measure our worth through success. But Taoism offers a different definition of wealth. Wealth consists not in having more, but in having few wants. True richness comes from contentment. In Western culture, we are often told that more will make us happy: more money, more success, more recognition. Taoism says the opposite. Happiness comes from wanting less, living simply, living mindfully, living in harmony with what already is, letting go of recognition and control. To walk the Tao, we must let go of the constant desire for praise, power, and control. Enlightenment is not achieved by climbing higher, but by loosening our grip. Live humbly, act without expectation, achieve results without demanding rewards. Ironically, when we stop chasing recognition, it often finds us naturally. The simple life is the good life. A minimalist life clears the mind: fewer possessions, fewer distractions, fewer unnecessary desires. This simplicity brings clarity, peace, and joy. Do not be obsessed with achievement. Enjoy the journey instead. Move forward, but without forcing. Keep going. Flow like water. And never forget, the Tao is not something you must find. It is something you must allow.